Okay, so what I'm seeing here, the biggest problem in this entire planet is the male ego. So in order to work around it, what you're going to have to do is understand how your worldview comes together inside your head, okay? When you start seeing people become cynical, it's because their self-referentiality, their opinions, develop a common principle to apply to all kinds of practical questions. It becomes a philosophy, okay? When people use that philosophy to attempt to give an epistemological conclusion to an ontological question, you have confusion inside your head. You don't have answers. You don't have, most of the time it results in cynicism, okay? Where you take your opinions and and you agree with stuff that's not true. You know, you observe something and it agrees with the philosophy that you've come up with in your opinions. And this is a huge problem because this is what happens when people don't research, okay? So right here in the middle, that's where you can go to find out all this information. But I'm giving this information because I know that I run into a lot of people that just their opinions are have more strength than fact, and that's just them. That's just their worldview being toyed with, okay? So your worldview is what impels your beliefs, all right? It's the scope of political and ethical modes of reasoning, all right? And no matter what human you're talking about, there's four pillars for this belief, okay? The cosmological belief, which is how the universe came into being. Examples of Big Bang. Teleological beliefs, what do they believe the universe is doing? Expanding or unfolding towards predictable conditions, like similar to evolution, if you believe in evolution. The ontological question, how and where did consciousness appear, which is something that obviously our time period has a bigger focus on because we've had our consciousness kind of taken away from us for a long period of time. And I'm white, so it's not just a black thing. I'm still trying to figure out where all of my knowledge from my ancestors was taken away too. So these four, and the epistemology, a word that I can barely pronounce, what means do humans have at their disposal to answer cosmic questions, okay? Do we have other types of faculties that we can use? In this case, with something like the cosmic, you can't. You have to have some kind of technology, and this is where the problem is, because once NASA takes over all that technology, we can't form our own beliefs. We have to kind of believe what others have believed for us. All right, so this is part one of the worldview. I'm going to go into part two. I'm going to go into hypocrisy and contradiction.